The Sandfox held a kind of fondness for the Underking's guards. In their small talk, they were so human, talking of meals, games, and other comforts. The Sandfox nipped inside a vase. No one would spy them there. Within the vase, the Sandfox could not be seen. The tightly wound writing is a missive from the Baton, the Gazelle. The handwriting is poor, written in a pained hand. It details a wound won from carelessness, which the Gazelle fears will be their last. The Sandfox knew this grate couldn't be passed right now. It would have to be remembered for later. The Sandfox knew the danger had passed. The ugly man grinned. That delicious morsel will buy you entry. And my silence. The Sandfox could hear the clink of coin and the clank of tankard. The man hiccuped and spilled wine onto his chest. They tell me I'm going into the arena. Me. The scrawny man trembled. I'm going to get killed. The guard looked up at the Sandfox, eyes bloodshot. They say you've got a knack for getting into places. Perhaps we can make a deal. I've lost a lot of money on their stupid game. If you can sneak up there with this mirror, I'll be in your debt. The Sandfox greeted the guard. The guard winced. Not so loud. Did you have any success with the mirror? Feels like a lesson on how to dig a hole for yourself. Talk to Jahan, the young woman said. I never saw anyone with a losing streak like his. The young woman watched the gamblers play. She smiled at the private amusement. If he had anything to say, he washed it away with gulps of wine. The last time I threw a punch, I hurt myself. The scrawny man cried. I can't do this. I've been in here for 50 years and still never won a hand of cards. The ladder was held up by some sort of catch. The ingenious ladder unfurled as the catch was released. smoke carried through the room. The Sandfox heard a pipe burble ever so quietly. Why does Roshan have the best-looking security down here, you might wonder? Because Roshan only hires the best. Roshan's like a brother to me. I follow where he goes. Always. I hate serving these devils, whispered the wine girl. But I'll do it, if it keeps me from going underground. Who would have thought that snakes could climb so high? Leave me to my idleness, he said between draws. I am under King Roshan. The man boomed from his pillows, and I offer a royal reward to the one who humiliates Vashti's finest pit fighter. Deeper access to the Iron Hold. He said nothing. He only admired his reflection in his sword. You wish a king's favor. Roshan leered like a snake. And see yourself to the pits and undo Vashti's favorite gladiator. How can a disgraced Queen's Guard aid you? With information, of course. I secretly escorted Her Majesty to the stonemason. The bitter man paused. And my reward? False imprisonment. If you want information on the Queen, then speak to the stonemason. And be watchful for the cowardly guard who threw me down into the depths. The arena sands left no trace of blood behind. Even with the fighters away to the pits, the smell of musk and sweat cloyed the air. I am Vashti, and you are useful, the woman grinned. I know a way above ground, and I'll share it with whomever defaces Roshan's portrait. The prisoner howled from inside the cage, waking the sleeping guard. The guard carried a key. Just this sort of thing the Sandfox was trained to take. The guard, a key. Easy.